Hello everyone, my name is Kasevaddi.Muthyal. I have good experience on Docker. So in this video I am going to explain end-to-end about Docker. So what was the use of Docker, what is the Docker, and how to install Docker in Ubuntu server, and how to create AWS instance, and how to connect to AWS instance to through Git bash, and in that Ubuntu server how to create the Dockerfile, and how to deploy the sample Python application in the containers, and how to create the container, and how to deploy the applications and run the application inside the container. And I will show you in this video how to access the application inside the web. So please watch this video till the end to get the clarity on the Docker. And if you watch this video till the end, I would say you can easily crack the interview questions regarding about the Docker. Okay, so the topic is Docker. So what is Docker? Docker is a platform that allows you to build, package and run the applications in lightweight containers to induce consistency across different environments from development to production. Okay, environments is nothing but it can be QA, development, UAD, production. Each container includes the applications and all its dependencies, making it portable and isolated. So each container includes the application and its dependencies of the application. Dependencies is nothing but a kind of some libraries, packages. For example, Python package. The containers contain dependencies. What is main purpose of Docker? See here, the main purpose of the Docker is to simplify deployments, scalability and environments and management. Okay, why should we use Docker in application development and deployment? Docker, it makes application development, testing and deployment faster, consistent, easier. Okay, so using Docker we can make the application development and testing and deployment faster. We can deploy the applications very fast, and the consistency easier, and we can manage the Docker containers and applications very easy when compared with virtual machines. Okay, uh, how do you install Docker on Ubuntu server? So we'll look into how to set up a Docker inside the Ubuntu server. For this we need one AWS EC2 instance. In this server we must install the Docker. Okay, okay, let's practice practically. Okay, here I have created one EC2 instance with EC2 step C7 large availability zone U not 1B. Okay, let's create one AWS instances with Ubuntu. Here just click on AWS login. Okay, first we have to create one AWS account. For this you have to create one AWS account. Click on AWS manage console. Okay, here click on login. Okay, here we have to give the mail ID not Kasevaddi.Muthyal@gmail.com. So I have created AWS account with this email, this Gmail. Okay, now click on continue. AWS is a free account, free open source. You can use up to 6 months without paying any 1 rupee. Well, enter your name. Okay, Manju. Okay, it is asking Manju. Okay, so verification code sent to our Gmail. Now we have to open the inbox and we have to enter that 6-digit passcode. Let me open. Okay, I received the OTP 002682. Click on continue. Now it is opening. Okay, password, show password. Okay, okay. We will log into AWS account in different method. Okay, AWS. So I already access this AWS EC2 dashboard. So when I type AWS, it comes like this. Okay, I'm going to click on first instances to U01, first link. So this is the way how we have to log into the AWS account. So we have to log in with the Sanjit root user email. Sorry. So I have to enter same as not Kasim Manjunath. We have to click on next. We have to enter the password of the user. Email. Multi-factor authentication. I have configured MFA due to security reasons. So I have installed one authenticator app in my mobile. So I have configured AWS account in that authenticator app. So once we open the authenticator app in the mobile, one-time password will code generate 596080. This is the MFA code. Click on sign in. Now we are able to log into the AWS account. Okay, in the right side we can check here my username is Manju. Okay, and see, this is the 6 months free trial, so we no need to pay the even 1 rupee because there are already credits points. Okay, I have 129.27 US dollars. Okay, I can use this US dollars until complete the 111 days. Okay, I have remaining 111 days. Okay, I can use this AWS up to 111 days. So after completing these days, I have to pay the money to AWS because I am using the AWS resources. Okay, so here we have to create the one instances, right? So click on last instances. Just keep a name Docker. Okay, select Ubuntu. Once selected, here it comes server 2024. We have to choose server 24.04. This is the latest one. Okay, latest version. Here we have to choose instance type is C7 large because C7 large contains 2 CPU and 4 GB memory. Okay, so to manage the Docker containers, we have more GB and at least 2 CPUs. So that's why I'm choosing C7 large. It is also free trial. Okay, no need to pay. Keypair. So Keypair I have created and downloaded into my Windows operating system. So we have to select existing keypair. If you don't have, just create new keypair. Okay, and we have to select security groups. SSH, HTTP, net gateways, internet gateways like secure shell, HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, security and transfer protocol. Okay, to access the application in the web without facing any issues. Here we have to mention 8 and 8 GB and GB3 root value. So once selected all things, we have to click on launch instances. So once click on, then instances will be create. So now we have to connect to this instance using git bash. Okay, so this is the instance which I have created. It is in running state. So once we selected this instance, IP address will be visible here. Copy this IP address, open git bash. We are going to connect to that Ubuntu server AWS instance from git bash. So git bash is open. So we have to run this command to connect the Ubuntu server. So this is the IP address. If I explain about this command, secure shell, using secure shell we are connecting. Okay, -a. This is the path where my key has been downloaded. Okay, where my key has been stored. So EDF FEM key is available inside the download, inside C users Kasevaddi downloads. Okay, here we have to run the command. Okay, from using this path we have to execute this command to connect the AWS Ubuntu server. This is the username of Ubuntu server. Okay, default username and at IP address of the server. Okay, the IP address here we have copied this IP address. Okay, next click on enter button. It will ask whether we have to configure the integrations between the AWS and git bash. So in that case we have to enter yes. So automatically we have connected to Ubuntu server. You can see here, right? Previously I am inside the git bash. Now I connected to Ubuntu server, means I connected to this server, Docker server. Here, okay. Now next, so I have created this instance with this type C large. Availability should be u0 1b. Availability zone, it can be anything. Okay, in my case u0 1b. Let me check availability zone. Yeah, see, this is the u0 1b. Okay, it is server is still initializing. Okay, server is up and running, so no issues. We can check the status of the server. 3x3 checks passed. It means there is no any issue on the server. Next, we have to install the Docker, right? For this I have already created the document here. Okay, you can see this document. Add unconnected above server by git bash using below commands. Okay, I using this command I already connect to Ubuntu server. Install Docker on Ubuntu. So we have to run these commands. Okay, to install the Docker. Okay, so updating, we are giving the updates of the all libraries and configurations which is in the Ubuntu server. Next, install Docker engine. Okay, we have to install the Docker engine. You know, right, what is the Docker engine? Docker engine is nothing but an okay, Docker engine. Okay, we have to install the Docker engine. Docker engine is the core part of Docker. It's run the runtime that builds and runs containers. You can think of it as the heart of the Docker. So Docker engine, what will do the Docker engine? Docker engine will do run the Docker containers. Okay, we have to install the Docker engine. So run this command, run this execute this command in the server. Okay. So once set up the Docker engine, next we have to enable the Docker service using sudo systemctl enable Docker. So we have enabled. Again we have to start the Docker. Docker system start Docker. Okay, we have started the Docker. Next we have to check the status of the Docker. Docker status. Yeah, Docker is up and running. Okay, next we have to check the Docker version. See here, Docker version is 28.2.2. Okay, the Docker runnings on 24.0.1 Ubuntu version. Okay, next add our user to the Docker group. Okay, because this let us run Docker commands without using sudo every time. So to avoid sudo every time, we have to add user to the Docker group. Okay, run this command. Okay, next to log out and log in again, or we can run this command. Okay, so we have added sudo to Docker group. Okay, no need to enter sudo every time. So without sudo we can run the syntax. Okay, check the Docker PS if there are any containers are up and running. I think we have not created any containers as of now. Okay, just we have installed the Docker in the AWS instance. That's it. Docker PS, there are no containers. Okay, Docker PS, when you run the Docker PS command, it will list out the running containers. Okay, if you go Docker PS-a, it will list out all the containers. Okay, like stop and start containers. Okay, there are no any containers as of now. Next, create the project. Okay, to create a simple directory for our app. So we have to create one simple directory for our app. So run this command, mkdir Dockerfile app. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm going to create one directory called Docker Flask app. Flask app is a Python sample application. cd, check out the directory. Now inside the directory, next create Flask app files. Okay, we have to create the Flask application files for the create and run the containers and deploy the application, Flask application in the containers. What we have to do? We have to create one app.py file. Okay, app.py file, enter, insert mode, click on I to get the insert mode. Next, copy this entire code, and you can write by yourself. Okay, in that app.py file. So I will explain about this code. From Flask import Flask. Okay, we are working on Flask application. From Flask application, we are importing the package of Flask. Here app underscore name route def hello return. We have to write the content here. Okay, this is the content. After deploy the applications, we can see this content in the web. If name main. Okay, so this is the port number of the container. Okay, I am giving the port number of the container. Sorry, port number of the host. Okay, this is the IP address. Okay, next save this. To save this, click on escape button and clear and shift colon wq emphasis. Okay, check tab.py whether content saved or not correctly. Okay, content has been saved, script has been saved. Next we have to create one requirement.txt file. Okay, vam .txt file. So in this text file, just we have to provide package Flask. Okay, Flask is the application of the Python. So save and exit. See a requirement.txt file. I have created Flask. Okay, next we have to create the Dockerfile. So as of now we have created yam.py file and requirement.py file. You can give ls. Okay, two files are available. Now we have to create Dockerfile. What is the Dockerfile? Okay, Dockerfile is a instructions. Okay, where we can pull the image. Using that image, we can run the packages and we can copy and can copy the files from host servers to containers. These commands we have to enter in the Dockerfile as a instructions. Okay, if I write Dockerfile from Python 3.0, here code is available here. Okay, just copy. Just it will take time to type the syntax instructions, so that's why just I'm using copy and paste command. In your case, just you have to type yourself. It would be very helpful for the practice, and you can remember when you practice, you can easily remember the instructions. Paste. Okay, Python. I am using Python image work directory /app, copying files into the app directory, and I am using run instruction. I am installing the Flask package. Okay, the Flask package stored in the requirement.txt file. I am giving the container port number 8080. Okay, then cmd is the default instruction in the Docker. The cmd command will run the while running the container. I mean cmd command will execute while running the container. Okay, these commands will execute while building the image. These command will execute while running the container. Okay, save it. Next we have created Dockerfile. Okay, next we have to build the Docker image. We have to create the Docker image. So in this case, what we have to run this command to create the Docker image. Okay. Command is docker build -t Flask Python -app, right? This is okay. Docker build -t Flask Docker add :100. Okay. Here I am giving the tag to the image. So this is the image which I am going to be create. Flask Docker app with the tag. Okay. We have to give the dot. Dot is the to compile to build the image. We have to give the dot. Enter. What is happening? You can, if you observe the output, okay, the each instruction will be executing, okay, from Python. Using Python, image is creating, okay. So these are the containers. On that image, these containers available. So we got error that could not open requirements file. Okay, error number 2, no such file or directory requirement.txt. Okay, let's see. We'll debug this command, this error. If you see here, why we got error, okay, no such file or directory requirements.txt. I have created file with name of requirement.txt. Okay, there is no file with the requirement.txt. Just we have to remove yes inside the Dockerfile. Dockerfile. Okay, see here. Just mention only requirement. Okay, save the Dockerfile. Again run the command, docker build command to create the image. See, Docker image created successfully and all instructions successfully executed. Okay, Python directory has been created. Copy file directory has been copied. Pip install requirement successfully executed. I mean means Flask application has been installed. Okay, so successfully executed. CMD also is successfully executed. Okay, next we have to check the Docker images whether image created or not. Docker images. Okay, see here, Flask Docker app 1.0 tag image successfully created. Next we have to create new and run the container, okay, using Docker image. Docker -d -p port number. I am giving the port number 8080:5000 space image name. App, okay, colon. I have given the tag rate. We have to mention the tag also. Run. Okay. Docker. Sorry, command is mistake. Docker run. Docker run -d. Okay. Successfully, container successfully created. Okay. When we create the container, it will automatically started. Okay. Check whether container is up and running or not. Docker ps. When you run the Docker ps command, it will show or it will list out only started containers in the Docker. Okay. Okay, container is stopping state. Let start the container. Docker start. Container ready. Okay, again run docker case command. Okay. Oh, container is starting and automatically stopping quickly. So that's why not able to list out the started containers. Okay, let's fix that issue. Yeah, there is some issue in the code error inside that app.py. Just now I have corrected. You have to check this quotations. Okay, double quotations, single quotations should be single quotations properly. Okay, I have modified. Okay, save this file. Okay, docker ps-a to list all the containers. We have to remove the container docker rm container ready because I don't want these containers anymore. For PSFNA, so there are no containers. Okay, uh, after modified we have to run the command docker build. If you done any changes in the app.py file, we have to rebuild the image using docker build flask image name. Okay, image has been created. Again we have to create new container using docker run fnd port number flask docker 10. Okay, container successfully created. Docker ps, yeah, container is now up and running. Okay, when you run the docker ps command, it will list out only started containers, and you can check here. Okay, the container is benign, image name is flash docker app. Using this image we have created this container. Command python app.py created 4 seconds ago. Status up to 4 seconds. Okay, port number, TCP port number I enabled 8080 to 5000. 8080 is the uh, container port number, 5000 is the host port number. Okay, TCP port number you can check here. The container name, okay, something Satoshi. Now we have successfully created container. Okay, using Dockerfile. Now we have to verify we have Docker images. If you run the Docker images, we have already verified the Docker images. Docker images. Okay, image has been created. Don't think about these three images. Okay, not needed. By default, if there are any active images, when we run that docker build command, it will pull the images from the GitHub and it will create the images here. Okay, so don't think about it. We have to focus on only this image only. So as of now, what happened? Okay, once from the command, you should see a Flask. Okay, we are able to generate the image. So Docker pull the Python 3.9 base image and install Flask completed. Dependency click wizard successfully completed the run pip install -r txt file. Okay, we are able to install the Flask using the run command. finally executed the command python.app.py instruction. The image Flask update is now ready. Yeah, here is the image is ready. Okay, next you have already run the container. Okay, using run command we have created the container from the app image. Okay, that's completed. PS also we have verified whether we have active containers or not, started containers. And next we have to test our app. As of now we have uh, installed a Flash app and we have set up all the configurations of Flask app. Okay, go to your AWS public IP in our browser. Okay, go to your AWS instance public IP, open the browser. Okay, so we have to hit like this in the browser to access that application. Okay, let's see. Okay, so before that, before access the application in the web, we have to enable the 8080 port number in AWS server, in AWS instance server as inbound rule. Okay, for this I will go here. So here there is an option called security. Click on security and there is an option called there are security group IDs. Okay, here click on anyone, launch wizard one. Okay, click on group ID, security group ID, edit inbound rule, add rule, select custom recipe, here 8080. Okay, select CADR box zeros, all zeros, and save rules. So we have enabled successfully 8080 port number. Now we have to check the application, Flask application, whether we are able to access or not. Okay, take the IP address for the server. Okay, here click on details. Okay, here there is a public IP address for the server. Check this. Control V colon 8080. Enter. CL. Hello everyone. Thanks for watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe my channel. Okay, it means now we are able to successfully deploy and run the Flask application inside the container and we are able to access the application in the web. So that's all. This is the how we have to create Dockerfile, create the images. Okay, how to create the containers, how we have to deploy the applications using Docker containers. So this is the main concept of the Docker. Okay, and if you see here, here IAM yam.py file. Here you can check this here, right? You can check this. Okay, hello everyone, thanks for watching this video. Please like video and subscribe my channel. This is the application content. We are Flask application content. We are able to access the Flask application content in the web. Okay, this is the content of the application. Okay, so if you want to practice more on it, okay, I have already uploaded the PDF file, so which I have explained in this video. You can go through on this document. Okay, if you have any doubt, please comment and please like video and please subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching this video. If you watch this video till the end, definitely you will get some idea of the Docker. Okay, I'm sure about it, so please watch this video. Thanks.